These are my personal favorite games of 2019. Enjoy! We will start our list with Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. Some may ask, why is this game so high on your list? And that's a fair question. It's definitely not a huge AAA game with some sick details or deep narration. It's more like if you have an hour to play, you will pick this title and spend some quality time with it, realizing how much you have enjoyed it. What really impressed me was the complexity and variety of activities, such as cooking, crafting, and having tons of original skills and abilities that you could upgrade and personalize, having the impression of playing differently than other players. This title is retro-styled old-school RPG, and we don't see a lot of those nowadays. Maybe that's why it's easier to enjoy it, who knows? I found this title very charming, probably because I used to play games like this back in the days. Anyway, the last spot on my list goes to Bloodstained. Good job guys, job well done. Fourth, we have Devil May Cry 5. Capcom is on fire lately. They came back, and they came back strong, producing essential titles for game industry, such as said DMC. Finally, we have the continuation of Dante's story. We've waited long enough, but it was all well worth it. Everything DMC4 had, here is improved, offering one of the best looking graphics, awesome hack and slash combat mechanic with deep upgrade system, very well paced story that doesn't unnecessarily stretch for countless hours. And this fantastic soundtrack that adapts to your stylish points, making you hit faster, sharper and stronger. A very nice idea. Every mission is important, offering new mechanics or plot twists. Also, we can meet again every main character, including Trish or Lady, as well as many new ones, such as Nico or V. They were interesting. In short, this list wouldn't be completed without this title. Over 10 years of waiting wasn't for nothing. Oh yeah, we were all worried about included microtransactions, but don't worry, you won't even say that they were implemented. They were the kind of microtransactions that aren't too bad, I guess. And thank God, otherwise I would have to talk about other games instead. But now, I can't wait for next DMC game, or maybe some story DLC, who knows. Happy styling, guys. And as number 3, we have another Capcom title, Resident Evil 2. As I said, they are on fire. What was very important to me during my time with Resident Evil was the correct usage of old school mechanics, giving a feeling of literal remake. For example, inventory management, or the best backtracking 2019 had to offer. Said remake is the absolute best remake of a game I've ever seen, leaving the base core of the game, but improving everything around. It makes you feel like you're 10 years old playing the PS1 games again. As for the game itself, it's survival horror at its best, making you fight hard to progress a story while shooting like crazy trying to survive, when shortly after you realize you run out of ammo or any resources and you question if it's worth going back to loot some area, or you're afraid that you will use more ammo trying to get resources. Also, I absolutely adored all the puzzles with lockers and safes. The fact that you see a locker in your first hour, but you can get the correct password to said locker 10 hours later in some piece of magazine or written on whiteboard. Nearly every location had something to offer, either a decent combat with tons of zombies or any other mysterious half-dead creatures, or an interesting puzzle to solve. Everything I said made me spend the biggest amount of in-game hours compared to any other title of 2019. The replayability and free DLCs made me speedrun this game, playing it probably around 100 times, maybe less, I don't know. chasing better score and learning new interesting tricks to save some time, do something differently, do something else. Now I can hardly wait for another remake from Capcom. These guys know what they're doing, offering unique experience with great value for your money. My second best game of 2019 is, yes, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, the winner of this year's Game Awards. Sekiro is a From Software title that heavily relies on perfect combat, adding interesting samurai-like Japanese setup and background. Sekiro has everything a game needs: awesome gameplay, good story, multiple endings, and a few moral choices. Yes, you heard it correctly. From Software game has a moral choices and good story. When playing Sekiro, it's easy to immerse yourself to the fullest at this cool world, always staying ready for the next challenge, fighting for survival and better tomorrow. For me, personally, the most interesting and memorable aspect of this title is how deep and rich the combat is. It's so different that you're given so many combat choices. Almost every boss fight makes you use different strategy and new tricks you have learned. Yeah, I don't think that anyone isn't aware of that, but this damn game is a bit difficult. And I mean it. It is difficult. Now honestly, don't get discouraged. There is so many ways to become stronger and overcome your foes. Leveling and progression system is very intuitive and you can grind like there is no tomorrow, making the title accessible even for casual players. And trust me, killing the final boss of this damn game is a reward itself. Immediately you will feel rewarded having the feeling of completing a goal. So if you're looking to have your butt kicked over and over, feel free to grab this game and find out yourself.
How are you?
Good.
Howdy,
Thanks again for taking
partner.
vacation.
I mean, now, the best PC game of 2019 is the one, the legend, Red Dead Redemption 2. A game with so many technical problems, bugs, crashes, poor optimization, but the quality makes up for it. And before you say that Red Dead is from 18, yes, you are right, but the PC release was at 19. Now be ready to set on adventure as Arthur, the legendary outlaw, robbing every shop and train he ever sees. Work hard for your reputation, just to screw it all because of one misclick. Get yourself a horse and a decent weapon, and hit the beautiful open world doing absolutely whatever you want. Hunt a legendary animal just to lose its loot to some random bandit. Spend 50 hours just to realize you did 12% of main story. This is how you will live as Arthur Morgan. I could talk for hours about Red Dead, but I'll keep it short. Tons of details, content for 200 hours or more if you want to complete it. One of the best dialogues and side characters, emotional and well-paced main story. It all made my experience with Red Dead a long and beautiful journey, killing bandits, exploring the mountains, getting new weapons, customizing them right after. I can't tell you how many times I've spent few hours doing absolutely nothing important like fishing or hunting, and I still had a top quality enjoyment out of it. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a game almost as impactful for the game industry as The Witcher 3. It sets the bar really high for the future releases and other games in general. That's why it deserves the #1 spot on my list for the best PC games of 2019. Well done.